Indiana, Cincinnati next up. Cincinnati, 17-point home favorites, 54.5 the total. Indiana surviving in overtime against Western Kentucky last week. And Cincinnati, pretty rough start against Miami of Ohio, but they overcome it. They still win 38-17. You look at Indiana defensively, there's still issues there, all right? I mean, they hadn't played a really good Illinois is an okay offense, not great. Idaho, and then they played Western Kentucky and struggled in that game, gave up 30 points. IU defense, 118th in total yards per game allowed, 446 allowed. They've struggled against the run. They've struggled against the pass. Cincinnati, obviously, 480 total yards. That offense looks fine to me. I mean, everybody worried about Desmond Ridder being gone, but they've been able to run the football, and they've been able to throw the football as well. Keep in mind, their quarterback is very experienced. He started at Cincinnati. He went to Eastern Michigan. Now he's back here again. Ben Bryant. He knows how to play, and he's been around a long time. They've been able to run it. Defense maybe not necessarily as good as it's been. They did give up 17, struggled early against Miami, Ohio. Then they buckled down. Keep in mind, that was a backup quarterback for Miami O as well, and they gave up 31 to Arkansas. We know the defense taking a little bit of a hit. Indiana's defense struggling. Bazelak can move the ball, though. I've been impressed. He's played a couple of nice games leading the Hoosiers offense. The Missouri transfer's been good at the quarterback spot. Cincinnati, a game that went over the total last week against Miami O. The game just barely went over the total against Arkansas, and then they scored 63 against Kennesaw State. All of a sudden, they've changed their stripes a little bit. Better offense, a little weaker on defense. I think the same thing about Indiana, where, it's a good offense, it's shaky defense here. So 53-54, I'm kind of looking at the over potentially in this game. And I don't want Indiana here. I don't. I mean, I don't trust Indiana on the road here against the Cincinnati team. They played Illinois, Idaho, and Western Kentucky, and look, barely won all three of those games, quite honestly. This is a step up in class. I don't know if they're ready for it, even getting 17. What do you think, Conor?
Shout out to the chat. I've got not much looking at Florida team total. Top set, what's up, my man? W. Smith, what's up? Mike, Christopher Commentini, MDR24, good to see you. Razor Sharp Picks, Nasty Nate, Robert Franklin. Shout out to you guys. Hit the like. Matt Stoney, good to see you, my man. Yeah, the problem is Indiana's been at home. I think that was the same score as the year before, right? Where's Western Kentucky? 33-30. That ended up. Bazelak could throw it well, but this is the whole thing now going on the road. But Cincinnati, I think their secondary, like you mentioned, is a little bit leaky and has some problems. Can Indiana go on the road here and play well? That's the big key here. I think Cincinnati will score on Indiana, but maybe this line's a little bit too big, around here, 15 or so. So I'm going to stay off on this one. Maybe the over gets there. You mentioned it slipped over by a half point in that Arkansas game. I had the under, and it got over that Miami game, right? Just barely got over a few points there. So I think Indiana should be able to put up some points. Can they put up more than 17, maybe 20? Maybe in this one, but this is one I might not get involved with. I don't know if this is enough points with Indiana. Cincinnati, like you talked about, has been able to just keep doing the same thing, and they're at home here. They should be able to put up at least 35, I think.